Welcome to Certified Flow, where the flow never ends. Hey there, fellow Flownatics. Welcome back to Certified Flow, where we dive deep into the wacky, wonderful, and sometimes downright weird world of science. Today, we're tackling a question that's out of this world, literally. Buckle up, because we're about to explore what would happen if that invisible force we call gravity decided to take a vacation. Gravity. It's not just a good idea, it's practically the law. You know that feeling when you jump up and then you're back on the ground? Yeah, that's gravity, our planet's built-in hug. It's what keeps your feet on the ground, your drink in its glass, and the Earth happily orbiting the sun. Without it, well, things would get pretty interesting and chaotic. Newton's apple, a fruitful discovery, or a painful bonk on the head. Legend has it that Sir Isaac Newton figured out this whole gravity thing when an apple fell on his head. Imagine sitting under a tree, enjoying a peaceful afternoon, and suddenly, bonk, an apple hits you right on the noggin. Now, whether that's true or not is up for debate. Maybe he just really liked apples. Some say it was a moment of pure inspiration, while others think it's just a charming story. But what we do know is that gravity is a force of attraction between anything with mass. This means that every object in the universe, no matter how big or small, exerts a gravitational pull on every other object. The bigger the object, the stronger its gravitational pull. For instance, the Earth has a much stronger gravitational pull than a small rock, which is why we stay grounded. That's why we're stuck to Earth and not, say, a runaway hamster wheel. Imagine if the Earth's gravity was as weak as a hamster wheel's pull. We'd be floating around aimlessly. Gravity doesn't just keep us grounded. It also keeps the planets in orbit around the Sun and the Moon, orbiting around Earth. It even affects the tides in our oceans. After his supposed apple incident, Newton went on to formulate the law of universal gravitation. This law states that every point mass attracts every other point mass by a force pointing along the line intersecting both points. Newton's discovery laid the groundwork for modern physics and has been crucial for advancements in space exploration. Without understanding gravity, we wouldn't be able to send satellites into orbit or land on the moon. Today, the story of Newton and the apple is often used to teach children about gravity. It's a simple yet powerful way to explain a complex concept. So, the next time you bite into a juicy apple, take a moment to appreciate not just the taste, but also the incredible story and scientific principles it represents. Whether it was a fruitful discovery or just a painful bonk on the head, Newton's apple has certainly left a lasting impact on our understanding of the universe. And that's the story of Newton's apple, a tale that's as sweet as it is enlightening. Floating furniture and flying Fidos. Life without gravity's grip. Imagine waking up one morning and instead of your feet hitting the floor, you start drifting towards the ceiling. Without gravity, everything would become weightless. Your bed, your dog, even your breakfast cereal would be free to float around like astronauts in space. Talk about a messy morning routine. Human hot air balloons and atmospheric exodus, the body and the world without gravity. Imagine a world where gravity doesn't exist. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? But what does it really mean for us, for our bodies, and for the world we live in? Here's where things get a little less fun and a lot more serious. The absence of gravity isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a fundamental change that would affect every aspect of our lives. Our bodies have evolved to live with gravity. Over millions of years, our muscles, bones, and internal organs have adapted to the constant pull of Earth's gravity. It's what keeps us grounded, quite literally. Without it, our muscles would weaken, our bones would become brittle, and even our internal organs would get a little confused. Astronauts who spend extended periods in space where gravity is much weaker often experience muscle atrophy and bone density loss. Their bodies struggle to function normally without the familiar pull of gravity. And that's not even the half of it. The absence of gravity would have far-reaching implications beyond just our physical health. It would affect our daily activities, our ability to move, and even our sense of balance and orientation. Gravity keeps our atmosphere, that blanket of air we need to breathe, from floating off into space. This protective layer is essential for life on Earth, providing us with the oxygen we need and shielding us from harmful solar radiation. No gravity, no atmosphere, no bueno. Without gravity, our atmosphere would dissipate into space, leaving us exposed to the harsh vacuum of the cosmos. The consequences would be catastrophic, rendering Earth uninhabitable. Gravity also plays a crucial role in maintaining our ecosystems. It influences the water cycle, weather patterns, and the growth of plants. Without gravity, these natural processes would be disrupted, leading to a collapse of the delicate balance that sustains life on our planet. Throughout history, our understanding of gravity has shaped our scientific discoveries and technological advancements. From Newton's apple to Einstein's theories of relativity, gravity has been a fundamental force that has driven our quest for knowledge and exploration. As we look to the future, the challenges posed by a world without gravity also present opportunities for innovation. Scientists and engineers are exploring ways to create artificial gravity in space habitats, ensuring that humans can live and thrive beyond Earth. It's a global effort, requiring collaboration and ingenuity from people all around the world. Together, we can overcome the challenges and unlock the potential of a gravity-free existence. So, while the idea of a world without gravity might seem daunting, it also reminds us of the incredible resilience and adaptability of the human spirit. Our journey to understand and navigate this fundamental force continues, shaping our future in ways we can only begin to imagine. Gravity-free fun. A day at the floating park. Imagine a place where the rules of gravity don't apply, where everything floats and drifts effortlessly. Welcome to the floating park, a whimsical world where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Okay, back to the lighter side. Picture families and friends gathering for a day of fun, but with a twist. Instead of the usual playground antics, everything is suspended in mid-air, creating a surreal and magical experience for everyone. Let's imagine a world without gravity for a minute, just for fun, of course. In this fantastical park, the laws of physics are turned on their head. People float as they walk, and every step feels like a gentle bounce on a trampoline. A trip to the park would be a wild ride. Swings would swing endlessly. Slides would become launch pads and merry-go-rounds. They'd spin with a dizzying speed, sending everyone into fits of laughter and excitement. Well, they'd probably just spin out of control. Imagine trying to hold on as the merry-go-round whirls faster and faster, the centrifugal force making it nearly impossible to stay seated. It's a thrilling and exhilarating experience, unlike anything you've ever felt before. And forget about playing basketball. You'd throw the ball and it would just keep going and going. In this gravity-free zone, sports take on a whole new level of challenge and hilarity. Imagine trying to score a basket when the ball floats away, drifting higher and higher until it's out of reach. Kids would chase after it, laughing and shouting, as the ball becomes a playful, elusive target. Even a simple picnic becomes an adventure. Sandwiches, drinks, and snacks float around, and everyone has to catch their food before it drifts away. It's a delightful and amusing challenge that adds a touch of magic to the meal. Playing frisbee in the floating park is a sight to behold. The frisbee glides effortlessly through the air, defying gravity, and dogs leap higher than ever to catch it. It's a mesmerizing display of agility and fun. And let's not forget the pond. In this gravity-free park, even the water floats. People swim through the air, ducks paddle alongside them, and fish float serenely by. It's a tranquil and surreal experience, like swimming in a dream. As the day comes to an end, the floating park transforms into a serene and magical place. The sunset casts a golden glow over everything, and people float gently, enjoying the peaceful and otherworldly atmosphere. It's a day at the park like no other, a whimsical escape from reality that leaves everyone with a sense of wonder and joy. So, we've established that gravity is pretty important, right? But how do we deal with its absence in space? Well, astronauts aboard the International Space Station experience weightlessness all the time. They exercise regularly to maintain muscle mass and bone density, and they use special equipment to stay anchored and prevent themselves from floating away. Thinking about life without gravity really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? It's easy to take this fundamental force for granted, but it's literally what holds our world together. So, the next time you drop your phone, hopefully not on your face, take a moment to appreciate gravity for always bringing things back down to earth, pun intended. Well, there you have it, Flownatics. A whirlwind tour of a world without gravity. It's been a wild ride, but all good things must come to an end, especially when gravity isn't around to hold them together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed our gravity-defying adventure. And be sure to let us know in the comments what other mind-blowing science mysteries you want us to explore next. Until then, stay curious, stay flowing, and keep looking up.